All right, welcome back to another Genshin Impact tier list. So I was just watching some football on Thanksgiving, and I just came up with this idea. The Genshin Impact characters are going to be moving into a house, random roommates of four. So four characters are going to be living in a house together for a week. So I came up with six different tiers here. The first one is that everything works. They all become great friends, and it's just a perfect time together. They all share great memories, have just a perfect time together. Next one is they all get along. It's a very smooth week, no issues. They all, just get along and live life. Next group is, characters could be complete opposites of each other. They're very independent. Some are very antisocial. So it works, but they don't really, communicate with each other. The next tier is there's definitely some arguing going around. It's not the best time. Some characters are not just having a good time there at this house. So yeah, not great. Next one is they need help with everything. No one can cook. No one can clean up. There's fighting. Everything that can go wrong is just going wrong for this tier. And then the last tier is someone will die. It's an awful group. Something bad is going to happen. Get them out of the house. So, like what we normally do, we have our team generators. So groups of four, there will be one group of three. So we'll see if that group of three is better or worse. So here we go. Let's hope for some chaotic groups because this is going to be good. All right, what's going to be the first group here? So done. Hu Tao, Albedo, Dory, and Ningguang. Oh my gosh. Okay, so right off the bat, you have Hu Tao, Dory, Ningguang, and Albedo. Where's Albedo? There he is. All right, so our first group. Oh man, we have some characters in this one. Hu Tao is very interesting because she has like two or three different sides to her. Dory is just, Dory's changed in the last couple months for a lot of people with her, kind of backstory in Nodcry, Ningguang, Albedo. This is a very interesting group here. The crazy thing is, I don't see them arguing like a lot. If it is, it's kind of like they're in a joking matter. I don't see these characters getting into any actual real fights where they'd be very annoyed or something like that. I'm thinking of putting them in they all get along, like a kind of like a smooth week. I could see Ningguang being the mother of this group here. Albedo can be like the father. Dory's definitely the rambunctious kid, and then Hu Tao's that teenager. So I don't think they're going to be very independent though. They're all very sociable and like to talk. So I'm just going to put them here. I don't see them fighting, and I think they'd be able to clean up after themselves and, just not getting in each other's way. So I think this group will go here. Next one, Dilu, Kazuha, Kujo Sara, and Child Ajax Tartaglia. All right. Well then, another interesting group. Okay, so this is interesting. Child loves to fight. Kazuha likes to just wander around. Diluc is a mysterious man, I guess, in a way to put it. And then Kujo Sara is the strict mother, as we've seen her be very strict with her, I guess, when she's working at her job. Yeah, no, there's definitely going to be some arguing in this group, 100%. Some people are going to be very annoyed. But I don't think everything will be terrible. I think it's going to be here. Some arguing, some characters are not going to have the best of time. It's just going to be a little bit of like a nuisance or annoyance that, they can't just all get along. But it's going to have some good moments, but not a lot of them. So I think this group will go here. Next, Ayato, Noel, Shenhe, and Kuki Shinobu. Whoa, interesting dynamic. This is a wild group, I guess. This is a very random set of characters. I would never imagine in a scenario where all four of these characters are together. So, hey, let's put them in a house for a week. Let's see let's see how they do. Okay, now this is the odd group that's very independent. They're gonna be fine. There's not gonna be like any arguing. They're all kind of like to keep to themselves. They all have their own jobs. They're just very independent people. I feel like Kuki Shinobu is gonna get away. Like this is a week away from the Arataki gang. She's loving life. Noelle, she's like a maid, so this is normal for her. Ayato, he can take care of himself. He's just doing his own thing. And then Shenhe is Shenhe. So yeah, perfect. Heizo, Yahoda, Dia, and Eula. Oh, interesting. I like this. I think I've said the word interesting like 10 times already. I am so sorry. Uh okay, so Yahoda, Heizo, Dia, and Eula. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dia and Eula together? Ooh, that's pretty spicy right there. Anyways. Uh, I see absolutely no issues with this group. None at all. I really wonder what Yahoda's inner monologue would be like in this situation. Would she be freaking out? Would she have so much anxiety? Or would she just be like, oh, this is amazing? I don't really know what her thought process would be. I can honestly see them all becoming friends at the end, especially these two. Heizo and Yahoda, I feel like would be a pretty interesting combo. He's a detective and she was a former treasure hunter, likes to keep some secrets, so this would be a fun dynamic. I can see these all four getting along very well and honestly staying friends outside of this. So, hey, four groups, four different categories. So far, so good. All right, next group, Lauma, Ifa, Sijuin, and Kaya. Oh yeah, this is a good group. This is going to be a fun one. Ifa. All right. Oh man. Well, Sijuin's the kid, obviously, but she's also, a healer, a medic, a doctor. If someone gets hurt, she's there. Well, I guess Lauma could also heal with her blood. Kaya's the drunk, the drunk uncle, and Ifa's the father. Kaya could also be the father, but like, would he really be? He does look after Klee, so not that far off. Llama's obviously the mother. She's perfect in that role. Uh, I mean, smooth week. Smooth week. Don't see any issues. Don't see them really becoming friends after, but I would say maybe acquaintances. Maybe they can help each other, with work or something like that. But yeah, it's just all get along. Pretty smooth week. All right. Xiangling, Toma, Sethos, and Xingqiu. Hey, Xiangling and Xingqiu, two best friends from Leeway together. Okay, so, well, this is an interesting group. Well, Toma is like, okay, this group is going to be eating good. You have Xiangling and Toma in the same group. Wow. Xingqiu, Sethos. Sethos is a wild card. He'll be making jokes. Xingqiu would just like to read. I'm gonna put them here, I guess. It's kind of cheating because Xingqiu and Xiangling are already friends, but Sethos I feel like would be an underrated addition to this friend group because he's already besties with Sino and Tainari. So I think he'd fit well. And then Tomo, I think, would get along with all three of these characters, all for different reasons. So he can talk to Xiangling and become friends with her, talking about cooking and housework and just all that. Xingqiu, I feel like him and Tomo would be like reading books and talking about that. And then him and Sethos can just, be bros. I don't really have any other explanation. But yeah, I think they all become friends. Mawika, Xinyan, Lynette, and Veressa. Oh my god. Mawika and Veressa together? They're gonna eat all the food in the house. Oh man. And then you have Lynette. Alright, so Mawika, Veressa, Xinyan, and Lynette. This is odd. What is going to happen here? They're gonna need a ton of food, that's for sure. Lynette's the wild card here. Lynette is the wild card. Lynette is away from her brothers. I think she's just gonna go into just She could switch on a mode and just be like relax mode for a week. I don't think she's gonna talk to a lot of people. I think she could. I do think there's gonna be many concerts in this area, in this house. She might get annoyed. I don't really know. I don't know what Lynette would be like. I don't know if these characters would stay friends after. You know, would they be friends after? I feel like Mawika would love Jinyan because Rockstar and Mawika would let her into Natlian anytime. Same with Lynette. Like they're acquaintances, they know each other. So I guess they do all become friends at the end. I know Jinyan would be besties with these two. Maybe even Lynette. I don't know. I'm gonna put them there because this category fits them the most out of all the others. So next. Yanfei, Ayaka, Janyun, and Chiori. Oh, the women. This is a very motherly group here. Okay. Wow. Look at these four ladies. These four ladies would have a blast together. They're all going to get along, and it's going to be a smooth week. I don't think they're going to be best friends after this. Like they'll be like, "Hey, that was a great time together. We should do this like again, hang out in the future." And then they never do. But they'd always be like, I don't even know how to describe this, but like they wouldn't be friends and talk all the time, but you know, I can't, my brain is tired. I just had Thanksgiving dinner. But they'd all get along, smooth week. I mean, I could have put them in, odd group, very independent, but no, they'd talk. Janyun would get along with all three of these characters. Chiori is an interesting one because who knows if she'd be able to handle all three of them, but she'll be fine, I'm sure. Better than dealing with customers all day. So yeah, no, they all get along well. Smooth week, pretty simple, easy peasy. Next, Auroron, Yao Yao, Goro, and Yelan. Oh my lord, what is this group? All right, so we might need some help with this one. Yao Yao's just a kid. Yelan is going to be fed up. Goro's like a dog, and then Auroron is a vegetable, basically. So, yeah, they're gonna need help with everything here. This group's gonna need some help. I don't know if there's gonna be a lot of fighting, but Yelan's gonna get annoyed very fast. I think, especially with these two. There could be some arguing for sure. Yeah, they're gonna just need help. This group's gonna need some help. I don't see it going well at all, but they're gonna have, I think, at least some some days might be good. Maybe, I don't know. This house would be an absolute nut house. That's gonna be crazy. I would pay money to see this. Put him in a Big Brother house. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. All right, Inefa, Shilona, Nilu, Kale. Oh my lord, what a group. Yep, this is a S tier group right here. Wow. Yeah, no, this group's going to be awesome. Well, actually, could they all be very independent? Inefa's a robot. Shilonen's a cat who likes to sleep and work all the time. Kale, again, Kale, her freaking character development is so good. Are we talking about, Sumeru when we first found Kale? Or are we talking about current Kale? Because she has overcome a lot of her social anxiety. She is a much more sociable person now than she was back then. But she is still, I guess, anxious and scared of new people. And I don't know if she really knows anyone besides Nilu. Like, she doesn't know these people. So, yeah. And then Nilu also is kind of independent. So it's not an odd group though, but they would be very independent. Otherwise, they'd all get along very well. Shilonen and Inefa do know each other. That is something. Maybe should I just take out odd group and just put, characters are very independent, because they'd all get along, but they'd also just be independent. I don't see them very much socializing that often. So I am going to put them here because I don't think they'd socialize that much. They'd very much be doing their own thing, but they're all going to be, These two are friends. These two are friends. They know each other. They're all gonna get along. It's gonna be a smooth week. I could put that they all become friends, but I don't really know. So I'm just gonna put them here. I might just take out odd group and just make it very independent. I don't know. All right, but anyway, that group goes there. Nahida, Faruzan, Escoffier, and Yunjin. All right, well, this group is eating well. They have Escoffier, they have Nahida and Faruzan, and Yunjin. All right, very elegant group here. This group is actually pretty fascinating. This group is going to get along well, and it's going to be a smooth week. However, if someone does something bad or makes a mistake, tensions could rise pretty quickly with her temper and her temper. These two have a temper, so best watch your behavior around these two because a fight could break out. But I do think they'll all be on their best behavior and everyone will get along. It's going to be a smooth week and nothing bad is going to happen. So I think this group goes here. And I don't think they'll be independent. I think they'll be very sociable and talkative. So they'll all have fun together and do stuff. Will they become friends after? I don't really know. I don't really think so, but you never know. It's possible, though, now that I think about it, but I think we're just going to put them here. Lisa, Fremine, Sayu, Chaska. Oh, well, this is definitely going to be an independent group. Oh, my. Oh, my God. Brother. You have Fremine, the most antisocial guy who just wants to live in water. Sayu, a ninja who's always tired. Chaska, who likes to be on her own. And then you have Lisa, who works in a library and is, always in a very quiet environment. So, yeah, very independent. Odd. This is an odd group. Very independent. 100%. There won't be any fighting. Because there's not going to be any talking. This is hilarious. What a group. Honestly, if you wanted to go to a house that was very chill, quiet, go to this one. Do not go to this one. This one's going to be a very loud house. Yeah. That's a good group. Chevrez, Razor, Mizuki, and Alhaitham. What is this group? Okay. All right. Well then, 4 very different characters. Razor can't really speak English. He's like a dog. Alhaitham hates people pretty much. Just likes to read and does his own thing. Chevrez, we've not really seen much of Chevrez outside of her work. And then Mizuki, who's very sweet and polite and can help people. So this is weird because I don't really know what to do. This is kind of like a split house. These two would be very sociable and talkative. These two would not. They're going to be very independent. Unless Razor wants to be sociable and try to learn humans better. I don't see Alhaitham being around people unless he has to. But I guess it could be in his best interest. So they're all going to get along well. Smooth week. I definitely don't see any fighting. Not at all. It was just, one of these two categories. And I do think they're just going to get along. Smooth week. Easy peasy. Case closed. Traveler, Chi-Chi, Sino, Mualani. Wow. You could not have scripted a better group for the Traveler than this one, and I will tell you why. Okay, so you couldn't have scripted this one any better. You have the Traveler. You have your best friend in Sino who loves jokes, games. That's your buddy. You have Mualani, the party girl, another best friend of yours. And then you have Chi-Chi, who's kind of like, the child of this group. So it's kind of like, well, I feel bad. Because, I'm a guy. I made this Traveler. So in my head, it's just like, you have the boyfriend and girlfriend. You have the best friend, who talks games, makes jokes. And then you have the child. So this is like the best group you could have asked for. It has everything you want. In a house, if you're going to be in a house for a week, you could not have had a more perfect group than this one. So that worked out well. Lanyan, Yoimiya, and Kutching. All right, our one group of three. Lanyan, Yoimiya, and Kutching. So this is not a question in doubt. They're going to be besties. They are going to absolutely love hanging out together, love doing everything together. This is good, like another match made in heaven. All three of them just gonna have one hell of a week together. That'd be a lot of fun. Beto, Raiden, Bennett, and Ito. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die. You could not have made a more chaotic group than this one. You have unlucky Bennett, because I doubt this house they're going to is going to be in Natland. Who's the other one? Oh God, Ito. Someone's dying. Raiden, who will strike anything, or A, who can't do anything. Ito, who's just going to be a hoot the entire time. And then Beto, who's just going to be drinking the entire time, and with Bennett's bad luck, she could die from alcohol poisoning. And then Ito might accidentally kill someone or something. I don't know. Every one of these characters could die. This is the worst possible group you could get. That is unbelievable. What a group of characters to get put in a house together for a week. Yeah, no, someone's gonna die. That is hilarious. I'd love to watch this group unfold, though. Let's see. I just want to see how everything unfolds on camera. Please, someone, put them in a house together. Baiju, Navia, Kachina, Barbara. Well, this one's a much nicer group. And Barbara. Okay, so you have husband and wife, and then you have 2 kids. I mean, easy peasy. Now, the question is, will they all become friends after this? I can definitely see Katrina becoming friends with Barbara, and Navia. Navia could just become friends with everyone. It's just Baiju that I'm not really sure of, because he's, cooped up in Boo Boo Pharmacy in Leeway. I guess so. I'll become friends. That's just a nice, very relaxing family type of group in a house for 2 weeks. Aino, Yamiko, Klee, and Jean. I don't really know what to think of this group right now. Okay. Oh my God. Why does this always seem to happen? Jean cannot escape Klee. I've done another tier list or 2 where they got put in the same exact group. There's no shot it happened again. Jean is going to lose her damn mind. And then there's Yamiko. Oh yeah, no, there's going to be some arguing. There's 100% going to be some arguing. Hell, will nothing be good? Will they just need help with everything? Maybe. Aino and Klee together will cause trouble. I don't know how Yamiko is going to act, and then Jean just might be tired of everything. This group might go here. Oh my God. I don't really know what to do with this group. This is wild. This would be a very chaotic group for sure. Yamiko's the kicker. Funnily enough. Oh my. Sure, let's just put them here. They're just gonna need help with everything. They will need help with everything. I don't know. This group is too chaotic. Let's just say that. That is one hell of a house for a week. That house might just be absolutely destroyed by the end of it. Charlotte, Duran, Sucrose, and Emily. Ooh. This is a nice group. Okay, so oh my God, Charlotte ruins this group. This was going to be just a perfect, very independent house. But Charlotte being there, I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. This group can go in a lot of different directions. And hear me out. I don't know which direction I want to go in. They could all become great friends because Sucrose likes alchemy. Duran grew up with Albedo, and he'll know Sucrose from Mondstadt. He knows stuff about alchemy. Emily, she's like a detective. She works with perfumes, and she can talk to them about that. And then Charlotte can just ask them questions, get interviews done, write new material. Ooh, would they stay? I don't know if they'd stay friends after, but I definitely do think they'll all get along smooth. It'll be a smooth week. Wait a minute. Never mind. This is still going in very independent. Well, no, no. Smooth week because they're going to be talking to each other. Though this is God. I hate this group. This can go in like all three. This group can go in all three of these categories. They'll all be talking to each other, giving like their hypotheses on different things, testing, mm, uh, just testing chemistry shit. Maybe I don't know, alchemy stuff, different things. She'll be writing, you know, articles. So they're going to be very independent, but they're also going to be talking at the same time. So this is just going to be a normal house of just them doing their own thing, but also talk. I don't know. They're all going to get along. Let's move on. That group gives me a headache. Nefer, Kanich, Mika, Ganyu. I have no idea. What in the hell, bro? Well, this is odd. I don't really know because Mika very independent, I would say. Ganyu very independent. Kanich can be independent, but at the same time, no. And then Nefer's the kicker. Nefer, I feel like, would want to talk to these characters and get intel out of them because, her job. That's her job. And I don't think she's going to want to let her guard down. She's going to use this to her advantage because that's the type of person she is. So I want to put them in very independent, but would Nefer be independent? They're not going to fight, that's for sure. This is not a fighting group. Yeah, screw it. Independent. This group is very similar to the group we just had. Wow, actually, really similar. Because Charlotte, interviewer, journalist, and then Nefer just talks to people to get info. But I think they're different in a way as well. They're not like the same type of person. So I'm gonna stick. Yeah, this group is a more very independent group compared to the one we just had. Risley, Zhongli, Dahlia, Gaming. Well, we have our boy group house here. They're gonna get along very well. I don't think they'd stay friends outside of the house though. So smooth week. Mawika's song just came in my head, Blazing Heart. I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, no. This group, they're gonna, just hang out. Boys week out at the house, That is great. I have no other words to say. I mean, I'd love to honestly just be there and talk with them. Like the amount of awesome and cool stories all four of these characters would have, that'd be amazing. Just sit around a table and tell stories. Farina, Clorand, Candace, and Flynn's. Damn it, Flynn's, why did you have to be here? This could have been a perfect girl's house. Candace, wow. Damn, check this group out. Blue and purple. Yep, they're all becoming friends, if they're not already. I mean, 100%. I see them all just getting along very well. Clorand and Candace, I can see becoming friends. Flynn's, I can see becoming friends with all three of them just because of his nature and how he is. Farina, she's just, she's Farina. She honestly could probably get these four to do a play or something. And then Clorand's Clorand. She's just going to drink tea, tell stories, have a good time. Yeah, I can see them all hanging out. Well, not all hanging out in the future, but I can see these three at least being in the tabletop troupe one time, all participating, and then maybe Flynn's if he brings a friend, or to just support, because, yeah, so. Interesting group. Layla, Kaveh, Tainari, and Rosaria. Okay, hello Sumeru plus Rosaria. This group. Okay. Hear me out. I need another category. There's going to be arguing, but they're going to have a good time. If you understand what I mean. Like, this isn't going to be a smooth week. There's going to be arguing, but it's going to be it's still going to be a good time for all four of these characters. But there's definitely going to be arguing because that's just how these characters interact. I mean, Sumeru is one big giant family, and they all love each other, but damn, do they argue a lot. Like they're it's fun arguing, I guess. They're bantering, but sometimes it can get a little heated. Yeah, no, I definitely see them arguing, but they're all gonna have a good time. And then Rosaria's just there because I don't really know how Rosaria would interact with them. I don't know if she'd get annoyed. She'd be very independent. Maybe some comments here and there, but yeah, they're all gonna have a good time together. But there's gonna be some arguing. I need more categories. Some groups are just very specific. All right, we're coming close to the end here. Only 3 groups left. Seat Lolly, Arlecchino, Venti, and Kirara. Oh, Lord, what the hell? Make me get the most difficult damn groups. How it... there's no way. You have... They need help. God help this group. They need help. I mean, okay. This can go all... This group can go in a lot of different directions. A ton of different directions this group can go in. Venti's going to be drunk. See, Lolly's going to be drunk. Kirara's not going to know really what to do. She's just going to hide in her, like, cat box. Try to, like, help, but she can't. And then Arlecchino might just do her own thing and be by herself. She doesn't want to be bothered by anything. They need help. They need help. They... Oh, my God. I can just imagine this house, bro. After a week, this house is going to be trashed. This is hilarious. That is a one funny ass group. God, I would pay to see this group in a house for a week. Absolutely hilarious. That'd be so funny to watch. Linny, Fischl, Kokomi, and Amber. Yep, this would be this group would also be kind of chaotic, but in a good way, in a good chaotic way. They're all definitely going to become friends after this, 100%. Linny with his magic tricks, Fischl with her cosplay, dramatics, alternate universe. Amber gets along with everyone. And then there's just Kokomi having a good time, meeting new people, living life. I don't know. So, yeah, no, these characters would all become very good friends after, I think. I 100% think so. So, yeah. Last group, one group remaining. Zhao, Eonsan, Skirk, and Nouvelette. And I am missing characters. Did I skip a group? I definitely did. So, Zhao, Eonsan, Skirk, and Nouvelette. This is a very independent group. Let's just this is very independent. Skirk's gonna be alone training. Zhao's gonna be, I guess, guarding. Nouvelette, no idea. And then Eonsan's gonna be working out, exercising. Nouvelette, I feel bad for him. I don't know what the hell this Hydro Dragon's gonna do all alone. I was thinking, like, hey, maybe he would take the time to try to get to know human emotions better, but this just might make him think get him to think of human emotions even worse. Because you're putting him with 3 completely different, unique characters that just like to be alone, doing their own thing. So yeah, very independent, not much talking. There's not going to be very much arguing. So yeah, just independent. So it looks like I missed a group here. Where did I go wrong? Oh, right here. Chongyun, Diona, Mona, and Wander. So 3 Mondstadt characters plus Wander. I have no clue. I don't know what the hell this group is going to be like. Wait a minute. Chongyun's leeway. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I thought I just looked at Chongyun and I was like, Mondstadt. But no. These 2 are from Mondstadt. It's got to be, there's got to be some arguing here, right? There's got to be some arguing with Wanderer, Diona, and then Mona can get a little chippy too, you know. Chongyun's going to be the only level-headed one here. Yeah, so I'm going to say some arguing. Honestly, like, some characters might not have a good time as well. Like, Wanderer might just want to be left alone, but they don't leave him alone. But he might secretly still have a good time. I don't know. Very interesting. I'd actually love to hear what you think of what this group would be like. Because I'm going to say I'm gonna put them. I think they fit this category the best. Some arguing, not the best time, but it's not a bad time. So yeah, overall, we are done. Random groups of 4, one group of 3, being put as roommates for 1 week in a house, and this is where I put them at. So actually, I'm gonna move this group of 3 down to the very bottom, just so you can see the groups of 4. So a lot of them, the most everything works well. They all became friends. We had a good amount, and they all get along. It's a smooth week. I had a good amount, and very independent, kind of an odd group. They're all just gonna do their own thing. Few groups, some arguing, not the best time. Some groups they need help with everything, it's not good. Please, someone help them. And then one group where someone's going to die, awful group, not good, really bad. So I mean, hey, we had a good amount of diversity. We got pretty lucky with some of the groups here. A lot of good ones. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. This was a lot of fun. Where did I go wrong? What groups should have been in other categories? And yeah, so that's it for this one. I'll be back with another tier list at some point. So I'll see you all then. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.